And I think a lot of leaders watching the show can relate to imposter syndrome, where you're like, if people only knew. There's the person, the public me that you see, and then there's the private me, sometimes cowering in the corner going, what am I going to do next? What was the experience for you with imposter syndrome?
So I think it comes down to acceptance that this entrepreneurial thing is really fucking hard.
Yeah.
And you just have to accept that. Whether you're building a $100 million company, a $1 million company, if you just look at the statistics alone, I think 95% of companies fail. And it's this weeding out process that has to happen to train an entrepreneur to fail early, because in the future, you will not be able to scale that company and grow that company and hit all those different obstacles. So for me, it's just, I finally got to peace over time that accepting that's difficult gets you to the point where you can start figuring out problems a lot faster and a lot sooner. So that was number one. And then the second part is just a framework that I've created now when I hit obstacles, and we could chat about that if you want.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to hear about it.
Yep. I want to hear exactly about that. Yeah. So what's the framework?
So the base of everything I do is always coaching, and we're going to talk about coaching, but I believe every professional athlete has a coach, the sports team has a coach. You have to have coaching to be able to look at your highlight reel. So that's the base of everything. Once I hit in really tricky spots, I work on two tracks. The first is physiology. So I spend a few days, and the first thing that I do is I say, okay, let me get my physiology straight to attack this problem. So number one, I do a water fast for 2 days. Okay. Only drink water, clears the mind, clears the head, gets you focused, and prepares you physically to be able to tackle a problem.
Right.
Then once that's done, then I start counting my calories and making sure I'm eating the right amount of calories, and then increase my exercise and get my mind, my body straight. And that's the first week. And then the background of thinking the problem. Then the next, I get into the root cause analysis and find out what is the one problem I can fix immediately that'll have the highest impact into the problem that I'm at or the juncture I'm at.
I love that.
Once I identify that, then you go to your team and you bring in all of their expertise. They bring in all the data. You bring in great minds. And I have a phenomenal team. My co-founders, Paul Spencer, he is a CTO of our company. And then Mike Montgomery, our chief creative officer. And then I have a phenomenal team around me. So I bring these great minds to the table to start figuring out the problems and then an execution plan. But it really just starts going through those steps.